Hello, everyone. Welcome to episode 18 of the Oblivion Oath. I am your host, Jason Bulmahn, and I'm excited that you're here for this fun-filled session. Before we get started, I just have a few quick notes. First of all, I am incredibly pleased and excited to announce that going live this minute is the announcement that a different show that we take a part of, called the Knights of Everflame, has just been renewed for Season 2. That's right, you heard it here first. The announcement's going live right now. Knights of Everflame Season 2 will be coming soon, so that's really exciting. I also want to note that tomorrow on Pathfinder Friday, we are going to be making some characters from the Lost Omens World Guide tomorrow at 4 p.m. Pacific here on this Twitch channel, so make sure to tune in. I don't think I have too many other announcements. The group is kind of mostly full up on hero points. They're a little low right now, but remember, you can always turn in your GP from the stream for hero points. I see that the professor has one sitting. You're not full up, are you?
I am, actually.
You are full up, all right. So everyone else is a little short. And I'm sure after this session, they'll have plenty of room for more. All right, now let's get started. When we last left our intrepid band of adventurers, it seems like months ago now. In real time, it really was months ago. But in game, it's been only a few short weeks. The party of strangers met on a barge that quickly caught fire and sunk into the waters of Lake Carthen. The group of now fast-forming friends woke up on the shores of Razmir. There they were with a knight who, with his dying breaths, uttered blasphemous words and transferred to, well, some of you, a horrid tattoo and a key that now is being borne by Mikah. But you were in Razmir, and more pressing matters became apparent. Those being the priests of Razmir escorted you to the city of Thronestep and brought our heroes to a lovely quarter where you were invited to stay forever. And you decided that this was not for you and broke out from this quarter through the sewers and made a desperate dash through the countryside trying to get out of the country of Razmir. This journey has been a long, twisted tale. You traveled through the forest. You met a halfling ranger who wanted nothing to do with you because you brought danger to his doorstep. He brought you to a town called Deadgoat, where you found friends and allies who would help you, including a rather friendly dwarf and the local town priestess. And they hooked you up with a traveling salesman, Professor Nicodemus, who would escort you out of Razmir. You've been traveling with him for several days now, making your way as swiftly as possible to Razmir's eastern border with the river kingdom called Timon. The journey there has been not without peril. You stopped in at a shack and fought off a rather vicious owlbear, after which you learned that the beast was just trying to procure food for its cub, which was now bleating outside. Meep, meep. Cheep, cheep. And the poor little beastie has now been following you around ever since, especially taking a liking to Mikah. Yeah. Oh my God, that's too much. It's too adorable. All right.
For him to see.
Just gonna hang
You
out
only have
there.
yourself to blame.
Yeah. No, it is fair.
I'm holding it up. Okay.
Yeah.
And wasn't this constructed by someone? Or?
Yes, this was made by Jason Keeley's wife.
Yes.
Oh.
Ages ago.
It is ridiculously adorable. And
huge compared
is
to our
currently
movies.
following around Mikah, desperate for food and attention,
Not to scare.
and falling asleep constantly once its belly is full.
Same.
But you have found that over the past day or two, that you have found a real connection with the beast, almost to the point where you can feel its emotions, and it seems to be responding to you as well. You're not sure where that bond is going, but it seems to be growing stronger by the day. The journey has led you to the border of Razmir. There you stare out at the West Selen River. At the banks of the river, there is a small community that seems to be clustered around the ferry dock. That there appears to be a ferry that goes back and forth across the West Selen River over to the walled city of Timon, which you can see across the way. Even from here, you can see the central gladiatory arena peeking up above the walls of the city. Timon is known for its gladiatory pits. But you can see them even from here, and you can see the ferry going back and forth. And as you approached, you walked into the town, went through some of the buildings, and as you got right up near the ferry, right up near the pier, stepping out from inside one of the buildings there at the dock, was the Herald of Razmir, Vokar. His black robes resplendent. In his hand is the flail that he carries. If you recall, I described it as having a chain of platinum links hammered that looked like coins that were hammered into a chain. The head of the flail is 4 masks of Razmir welded together, and he is gently swinging it in one hand, and he looks to all of you and holds out his hand as he sees you, and he says, "Welcome, friends! You didn't think you would be leaving that easy, did you?" And I believe that is exactly where we left off.
Indeed.
Can I take my axe and just kind of mirror his motion?
Swing it like a
As he stepped out and made that grand pronouncement, I will allow everyone to grab at their weapons if you want for free. But I'm afraid, as he says this, you can also see that emerging from the shadows all around you are other cultists. These ones in gray robes or white robes with simple iron masks have kind of come out of the woodwork around you and seem to be closing in. And at that, I'm going to really need everyone to roll initiative.
All right.
Yeah, no, I can tell you're all very surprised by this fact.
Wait, we're gonna fight? Oh my goodness.
Terrible.
Rolled a 9, so I've got 14.
14, all right. Carina, I'm going to leave you right in the middle here. I'm going to pull everybody else up. All right, Zell, what do you got?
23.
All right, I'm going to put you way over here. Micah, what do you got?
20.
Nicodemus.
16.
Let me roll for Sabrina. Sabrina has a relatively low score. And
No, we need her boat.
no, I know, but unfortunately I rolled a 2, so she only got a 9. And now I've rolled for here. Okay, I know where they go. All right. So, Zell, you are the first to act. I will put the bad guy initiative up there once they go.
All right, so Zell is going to say, "Sorry we're late. Let me get right to the point."
Oh, you've been practicing your pun game.
Yes!
He's gonna
One-liners.
move up with his swords on this lovely individual in the purple cloak.
Sure. So that is one of the ordinary cultists. The Herald is the Herald of
he's back
Razmir
there.
Vokar is in the black.
Yeah.
So I'm just going to stab this person,
All right.
Just real quick.
or try to.
Yeah.
I really have to now that I said a pun.
I mean, you've kind of committed now. I
Yeah.
mean, murder is the path.
Oh, that's a terrible roll, so I'm going to burn it because I need to hit him.
Oh, I see. All right.
You kind of have to after one.
Yeah,
later
and
like that. Oh no.
That's okay. I always
bad.
have a spare.
That is gone forever.
That's much better. 23?
A 23 is a hit, but not a critical hit.
Eat 'em.
However, he has not acted yet, so I believe as a rogue that means you get your sneak attack.
Yes. Thank you for that.
Meh.
So I shall do not stupendous 8 damage, piercing.
All right, you go darting up to the figure and slash out at him, dealing 8 points of damage. He is still up. Your blade pierces his robe, and you see a blood blossom form on the robe and quickly begin flowing down. He curses in pain. He looks very badly hurt by that, but he is still standing.
And this was totally a twin feint, so my second attack, he will be flat-footed
He's
against.
still flat-footed because he still
Right.
hasn't gone yet, so you're still good.
Just make sure. So short sword, 14?
A 14 will hit because he is flat-footed.
Do I still get
something
sneak
out.
So I still get sneak attack on this one, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
10 damage.
Nice. Nice.
Your blade goes darting into him again. He clutches at his torn open guts and falls to the ground.
Oh boy. One down.
Let's go ahead and take the mini.
I like the dramatic fall, though.
Bleh.
Phew, my puns paid off.
There you go.
Praise Razmir. Micah.
He has received his punishment.
Oh.
Yeah.
I say peace
I
and
don't-
prosperity to you, brother.
Let's see. So, I'm gonna
Zell's been waiting for these one-liners.
I'm gonna move up a little bit. Let me see. 30, so I'm gonna move to like right behind Zell.
Okay.
Boop. And then I'm going to use my other 2 actions for magic missile
All right. At
at Vokar.
Vokar.
Yeah. Might as well.
all right.
Woohoo.
You finish the incantation, and a pair of missiles go darting out from your fingers.
Let's see. So it's I got 4 on the dice, and then it's +2.
Plus 1 each,
Plus-
so yeah,
okay.
so 6
So
total.
6. Yeah.
All right, the missiles slam into Vokar. If he might have flinched on that, but that's about it. He
Yeah,
is-
super
he is-
strong.
He's obviously still standing.
Rips off his shirt.
Come at me, bro.
now he muscles up. All right,
Oh, here we go.
there you go.
Aw.
Oh.
Eep. I hide behind Zell.
Vokar shouts out, "Blasphemers! Deceivers! You deserve neither peace nor prosperity. Instead, Razmir shall deliver you only death." At that, he is inspiring courage in all of his fellow cultists who are nearby. And because he praised Razmir in the process, he activates that special ability. And who do I have in front? Is that
That's
Zell?
Zell.
He gets a free intimidate check against you. Here it comes.
Don't be
Spooking
scared.
me.
Yeah. This is against your will DC. So I have a 28.
Oh.
Oh.
Can you have a best
that a
friend
crit?
bonus?
Is your will plus 10?
No.
What is your will plus 10?
Plus 7.
Oh, sorry.
Will
what
plus
is
10,
your
sorry,
will plus
17.
10? Is 17.
Oh,
If it's
no.
an inhaled threat, I get plus 1.
It is not an inhaled threat.
Breathe in that intimidation.
So yeah, he
He's in my
he
intimidating
shouts out
musk.
to you and scores a critical success on the roll, which means you are now frightened 2.
Oh no.
So you're going to take a penalty of 2 on all your attack rolls, and this does apply to your armor class as well. Let me see.
Are you gonna flee and trample me in the process?
He is then going to move up to Zell with his second action,
That's his first action. Dang.
Spooky boy's coming towards me.
and then he is going to swing his flail at you.
Spooky. Wait, was the Inspire Courage a separate action?
That was one action.
Oh,
he has a special
what?
ability that when he inspires courage while
Oh.
praising Razmir, he gets a free intimidate check on one target.
Oh.
That is rude.
Neat.
Because praise Razmir!
No.
All hail the living god! He comes running up to you and swings the flail. Oh. Oh boy.
Yes.
Oh boy.
You rolled a 0, right?
I did not. I did not
That is
roll a 0.
possible,
I rolled
right?
a 29.
Ah!
Oh, that's a crit.
Yikes. Well, Zell's dead.
No,
Why?
but Zell can take 22 points of damage
Oh
from the
my
flail as
God.
it slams
Dang.
into you.
Oh. You know, if he
Wow.
had led with that, I would have been equally scared.
Right.
Yeah.
Zell does not look good.
Oh,
Yeah,
no, oh,
the,
no.
the flail, the spinning heads of Razmir's mask go flying through the air, slamming directly into the side of your head, leaving a dent that is vaguely shaped like the face of Razmir.
Razmir dent on
Good.
my face.
Now the cultists go. So I have one that's hiding off on the side of the building there. That one right there is going to come spinning around and move up to Nicodemus.
5, 6.
So that is 2 moves from him, and he is going to make an attack. Armor class 22,
Oh, yeah, that'll hit.
and that's going to do 6.
Okay.
The other 2 that are behind the buildings there will move forward. Can somebody give me a count out on those?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
6?
Where's
The other one's over there.
Yeah.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Gonna get them right to the corner though.
Yeah.
Yeah, right. So they keep moving until they're adjacent to either Nicodemus or who is that in the back? Carina?
Sev.
Oh, Sev.
Oh no!
One moves up to Sev, one moves up to
So
Nicodemus.
All right, okay.
Oh,
Moving
okay.
past Sev.
Yep. And then
Fair enough.
Oh no!
So I still think they each have one action left then?
It looks like that was
Yeah.
2 actions for
Yeah.
each one of
Yeah.
them. All right, so one's going to attack Professor Nicodemus. That's going to miss. That's a terrible roll. And one's going to attack Sev. And I believe that's going to hit. Yes, it does. All right, Sev can take a little bit of damage. That's 4. All right.
4 damage. That's how much hit points I have left.
Oh god!
No.
The cultists have
fine.
gone. Professor Nicodemus.
Oh, surrounded like this. How dare you? I will take a turn and I
The
will.
audacity.
I wasn't going to have this out beforehand because I always like to be a surprise. But I'll draw the cane from my sword, the sword from my cane,
Oh,
Cane from your
the cane
sword.
from my sword. Aha! And
it's a double trick.
and I will take a swipe at the cultist that's just stabbed me. Or,
All right.
This guy right
yeah,
here.
this guy right here.
How about you?
That is an 18.
An 18 will hit.
All right.
A gentleman's 18.
A gentleman's 18. And that's only 2 points of damage, though. I'll slash at him. And
All right, you draw a line of blood from his shoulder.
just to finish it off, I will go ahead and. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna draw take out from my alchemisty bandolier an elixir of life, just in case I need that later,
All right.
or just in case Zell needs it later.
I think Zell needs it now.
In case somebody needs it. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Nicodemus, that was your turn. Carina.
Karina had been so focused on what was happening with Zell, she kind of missed the fact that there were cultists behind. Heard kind of the sounds of clashing and is like panicked about who to help. Oh gosh.
You do see Zell up in front,
Yeah,
reeling
he's really
from,
hurt. And
from
you know-
a blow directly to the head that has sprayed the alleyway with his blood.
I've been hanging out with Zell longer than the other two, so I'm gonna do
Screw you
5,
guys.
10, 15, and unfortunately I think that's 25, which means it's 2 movements for me. And I guess with my third action, I'm going to try to hit the Vokar there.
All right. You go charging up. Your axe goes swinging through the air.
Yeah, yeah, I'll do that. Just trying to decide if I should try and grab it with 2 hands, but I think that's too much for me. So a 20.
A 20 will hit exactly.
So that is
He's got some armor.
Yeah.
8. So that's gonna be 9 points of damage.
All right.
Your axe bites into Vokar's arm. You see blood pour out from it, but he grimaces.
And I think Karina needs to
You hear
say
him kind of
something
grunt.
like, you know, your allegiance to Razmir will be your undoing as she hits him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You send out that retort, and he just bites back a curse as the axe hits him. Sev is going to go. The first thing she's going to do is step. Actually, sorry, she's not going to step away. Yes. She's going to use Inspire Courage. Then she's going to draw her rapier, and then she's going to attack. So everyone has a +1 to hit and damage.
Nice.
She then swings at the cultist and is going to score a hit, not a crit though, and is going to. Oh, well, that's quite a reasonable.
This is the cultist between her and the good professor, or
The one that stabbed her.
The one that stabbed her,
Oh.
yeah. And she does some good damage to it, but it is still standing. And that is her action. Zell, it is back to you.
Ooh,
round.
I think I want to pull back. I heard there was a potion back there.
You take your
I have the
action
medicine for what ails you, my friend.
In this case, what ails you is a spinning flail.
So if there's like a withdrawal action, right? Just in
Well,
case
you
this
can
guy-
spend one action to step, and
Oh,
what
okay.
that does is it just allows you to move 5 feet, but that movement does not trigger any reactions.
There's no place to step. My good friends are so close to me.
We love you!
You can move
Crowd
through
grab.
your friends.
You can move through your friends. You can even step into their squares. You just can't end
Oh,
your
okay.
I'm
turn there.
tiny, so you
I'll take
can
a
step into
step.
my square.
And then take my move action to go over here to the professor.
And take several more steps.
You said you had a potion out?
Yeah.
What are you doing with your third action?
I will take the potion and drink it.
Yeah, sure. I mean,
drop my-
you were holding it
Yeah,
out, so
grab it.
I'll allow you to grab it and drink it. That's fine. Go ahead and
It
get
is
the healing.
a lesser elixir of life. It is only a D6, but
Yeah.
That's something.
it's not.
I mean, not much when I take 20 days.
It's not.
Yeah.
nothing.
Well, don't take another critical.
I'll try. Yay, I healed 3 hit points.
All right.
Is the minor elixir only a d6?
Yeah. It's real minor.
It's very minor.
It's very minor.
But you also gain a +1 to saving throws against diseases and poisons for 10 minutes.
Thank you. I'll take it.
All right, Zell has gone and found some relief.
I'll be right back, Micah.
Micah,
I'm so scared.
Micah, it is your action.
I'm just like, oh god. Watch my friend's face just bleeding a bunch. This is no big deal. Let's see. I am going to doodly-doodly-doo. You know what? Micah is pretty angry right now because that was her best friend. It still is her best friend. You're still alive, right?
Yes. My
was.
sensing
Yeah.
dark tentacles.
I'm gonna unleash some grim tendrils at that guy.
Yeah,
Rim it
let
up.
the anger flow through you.
Whoa! I didn't think your friends were supposed to encourage you to turn to evil, but here we are.
They're all like, yeah!
Yeah.
Do it, goth Micah.
Necromancer.
Let's see. Okay, hang on. I have to find my stuff for it. Okay, so it's 2 actions, so I don't have to move, which is nice. So I think you roll a fortitude save.
Sounds about right. Here it comes. Oh.
Good or
What
bad?
happens when I crit fail? Oh wait, hold on. I'm not crit failing. Oh no! That's not happening.
Can I spend a
Boo,
hero
everyone.
point to make you crit fail?
No, you can't. Come on!
Did you crit fail
I
again?
rolled a 1 twice.
Oh. Take that.
Well,
Micah's
all right.
wrath.
Yeah.
Okay, so
I told you, faith and Razmir, not
No.
I'm sorry, not faith. Allegiance.
Allegiance.
Yeah.
Ooh.
critical failure. The creature takes double negative damage and double persistent bleed damage.
Okay.
So
Well, go
it's
ahead and
only
deal
2d4, but let's hope that these d4s like me.
Hint, don't piss off Micah.
Yeah, right?
The tendrils come blasting out of you. Their black shadowy form wraps around Razmir, and you can see, or Razmir wraps around Vokar. Ah, he's here. Oh, this is bad. Wraps around Vokar, and you can see him you can hear him cry out in pain.
So let's see. So it's 4, so
So
8
double
negative
8.
damage, and then 2 persistent bleed.
All right. The tendrils sap the life out of Vokar as you cast that spell.
Oh no!
The key suddenly grows very cold.
Ah, I knew
What do you
it.
do with your third action?
Yelp and cry. Shield spell.
Okay, you cast shield.
That's
Yep.
smart.
Yep, because he's probably not happy with me after that.
A wise decision.
I don't know. I
Yeah.
insulted his
Yeah.
faith.
And hit him with an axe.
Yeah.
Well,
All right. As your turn comes to a close, a very faint voice echoes in your head. And it says, "Draw upon me."
That was draw upon me.
yeah.
Vokar's turn. In fact, he is going to step forward and try and hit you with the flail.
Good.
He's going to take an action to step forward. He is going to swing the flail at Mikah.
I get +1 for damage, right? From
No, that does not apply to spells.
Oh, okay.
No.
Aww.
All right,
Come on.
armor class 21.
That hits me.
All right.
But you are within 15 feet of me.
That is true.
And I don't know that it will work, but I'm going to try my glimpse of redemption to redeem Vokar.
Feel guilty.
All right, you call upon Pharasma's grace to rack Vokar with guilt. What's the effect of that?
So you can choose if Mikah is unharmed by the triggering damage, or if Mikah will gain resistance to all damage against the triggering damage equal to 2 plus my level.
Okay. You are getting resistance, and if
then
I accept that, I also get a negative condition.
Yeah, enfeebled or where did it go? Enfeebled or stupefied.
Which one are you giving me?
I can never remember which one's.
Enfeebled affects all of my physical strength-based rolls.
Okay.
Whereas stupefied affects all of my mental abilities.
He
He's
hits
got
very
both.
hard.
Yeah, but he has both, right? Because he used the intimidation thing on you.
Correct.
I think I'm gonna go for affecting his physical hits.
All right. So that takes place right after this attack. The attack is dealing 14 points of damage, but you are resisting 4 of it, so you only take 10.
Can I use my shield block?
If you want, but then the shield bubble will pop, and you won't be able to cast it again this fight.
Should I save it for his other
It's up to you.
swings? Or
Yeah, he might hit at
Yeah.
me or he might hit at you again, and I can only do that like protection once.
yeah.
Per turn.
Okay, I'll save it then.
All right.
So-
well, that keeps the AC up as well.
Okay,
Right, because
yeah.
your AC drops the moment the bubble is used
Right,
to. The
okay.
shield is used to
Yeah.
block. All right. So
I take 10?
You take 10.
Okay.
That was 2 of his actions. With his third action, he is going to. He's going to continue to call out, blasphemers! You believe in your false gods, but only through Razmir will you find peace, the peace of death. And he inspires courage in all of his fellow cultists, and he's going to make a free intimidate check against Carina.
Rude.
Ooh, that's quite good. That is a, let's see, it's going to take that penalty, so that's going to be a 23.
Okay, and
What is your will save plus 10?
17.
17, so he successfully intimidated you.
Oh.
You gain frightened 1.
Okay.
I don't believe you have Aura of Courage, do you?
I don't think so.
Alright. In which case you will take that condition. Aura of Courage would negate it, but you're going to take it. So you are frightened 1 until
Okay.
the end of your next turn. In which case it'll drop to frightened 2. Which reminds me, Zell, who I frightened.
Yes.
Your frightened condition dropped down to 1 now.
Oh.
It drops by 1 every round until it's gone.
I'm feeling slightly braver.
You get a
Not
little
really.
bit of the
Yeah, the potion.
Yeah, the
A
potion
little bit
did it to
of-
you.
Yeah.
Well, you didn't make any rolls last round, so it didn't actually affect you. Nicodemus.
Bravely ran away.
I don't want to say this, but none of the cultists went.
Oh, you're absolutely right. How kind of you. Wow,
dare you.
that's really nice
Well,
of
I
you.
want this to be fair.
Yeah,
when
no,
you
that is
murder
perfectly
me.
fair. All right, so
It
there
is
are
fair
two.
with
There
them
are
not
two
going.
on. There are 2 on Nicodemus. Are they
Yeah.
flanking you?
No.
One of them takes a step so that they can be in a flank.
Boo.
Yeah.
Is that right next to Zell there?
stabby
Maybe we
stab
can
next.
That's
we can
fine.
flank.
Yeah.
That's fine. So it's still going to attack Nicodemus, though. The first attack is going to be a. Let's see. That's only a 13
Ooh, that-
against your flat-footed
that's a
AC.
miss
so your
even.
AC minus 2, so
Yeah,
that's going to miss.
nice.
Actually, sorry, it's a 14. I forgot about
Yeah,
that.
well, that's a hit.
That's
Dang
a.
it.
Oh, a hit is. Oh, all right.
Dang it!
Thank you, Inspire Courage.
Dang it all.
By Razmir's grace, you have been hit for 7 points of damage.
Yikes.
Its third action, though, is going to be missed. The other one is going to take.
He doesn't have to move to hit
He's
me.
also flanking
Yeah.
either.
Is going to go 1, 2, 3 is going to swing at you 3 times. Of those, only 1 is going to hit, but it's only going to do 5 points of damage.
And there's one on Sev.
And then there's one on Sev. And
Also
that one's
flanking.
going to swing. It's also flanking.
Yep.
Yeah, it's
Oh,
they're
just-
perfect.
They've got a flank party going
Just
on.
crit Sev.
Oh,
no.
But it's only going to do 10.
I will
That's
not allow
that's
it.
not great, but the Sev can take that. The cultist club slams right into her shoulder, and you hear the crack of bones even at distance. Then is going to swing again. The second attack is also going to hit, and is going to do another 6 points of damage. Sev is now looking very badly hurt, and then is going to swing a third time, and that's going to be a miss. I forgot Vokar took 2 bleed. And let me see if the bleed ended. It did not. All right.
Hooray!
Hooray! He continues to bleed.
Take that! No one makes me bleed my own blood.
All right. Thank you for the reminder. The cultists have gone.
Now I'll
Nicodemus, it is now your turn.
Oh, very much.
They're-
I'm not used to this tussle, this hand-to-hand combat. I'll take a step here so that I'm flanking with my long-tailed friend.
Yeah.
And I will take a swipe with my sword cane.
Is this against the one you already hurt?
Yes, it is.
Very good.
That is a 14.
14 will hit
Flat-footed.
because
All
I'm
right.
flanked.
Hooray for flat-footing. That's 3 points,
Still up.
and I will.
Another line of red stains his robes.
I'll shoot for the moon here.
I believe in you.
Not with a natural 1. I'm gonna reroll that.
Why would you believe in him?
Don't believe in me. Are you insane?
Ruxy believes the worst.
That's a 16.
A 16 will hit.
There we go.
And that's with the penalty for it being your second
Yes,
attack?
yes.
All right,
It's
great.
basically a straight die roll for me at that
Yep.
point. 2 more points.
2 more points.
Oh wait, I haven't been adding the +1 for damage, so that was +2 damage total, an additional 2 damage.
That, surprisingly enough, is just enough to take him out.
Yes.
Yeah!
That cultist,
Laggard.
after the death
Yay,
of 1,000
bonuses.
tiny cuts, that cultist collapses to the ground, cursing your name, calling out to Razmir for aid. Razmir, save me!
I have just a poultice for those wounds. If you were in better standing with my establishment, unfortunately, then I kick him.
No shoes, no shirt, no service.
Yeah.
The robes aren't on that list. All right.
No masks.
No masks. All right, yeah. All right, that was Nicodemus. Carina.
Oh, Karina's really upset by Vokar. Just
are
very
you?
angry.
Yeah,
Oh, you're
Um,
upset.
Disappointed in you.
Oh,
Just disappointed.
Yeah.
by Razmir's will, I am deeply concerned.
So it's an action if I drop my shield, right? Or
If you just want to drop it to
Okay.
the ground, that's a free.
is it an action to
Shift your
two-hand?
grip,
Okay.
yes.
I don't think I'm gonna do that then.
Whack him with your shield.
Yeah, I can get a little bit angrier before I do that. So I'll just try and hit him.
All right.
Do you wanna
Really, really
move
hard.
Into like do you have a weapon
and-
out?
No.
Okay,
There you
not
go.
really,
I'm gonna
that's lucky.
re-roll that
Oh, all right.
Uh-oh.
Fair enough.
because that was a 4.
I like that Karina's anger levels depend on if she's pulling her shield.
So
or not.
that is
Like,
going
not at shield drop level yet.
Not a shield drop anger.
Yeah.
13 plus. Then the frightened condition is
penalty of 1.
but it negates Sabrina's
Correct.
Yeah.
bonus.
So,
So,
yeah,
that's
basically you're
going to
even
be a 21 to hit.
21 will hit.
Yay!
Even though I'm scared, I'm going to do it anyway.
That's the only time you can be brave.
And that is a 7, so that's going to be a. And then for the strength to his frightened condition.
No,
They
the
put
frightened
on me.
condition does not. I do not believe the frightened condition
think it's only
applies to
D20 rolls.
attack rolls.
Oh, okay.
Or to
but then
damage rolls. Sorry.
For her Inspire Courage. I
That
get-
will still apply, yeah.
So plus 5, so that's going to be a 12 points of damage.
12 points of damage.
Yeah.
Your axe bites deep into Vokar's side. He cries out in pain, but is still up and fighting.
Okay, so the second attack is a penalty of -5.
Yeah.
Okay.
Slice his head off.
Wow, that got grimdark.
Total-
I'm just saying.
oh. Oh. I'm gonna save that last hero point in case I die.
Yeah.
Yes.
So I missed with
Fair.
that one.
All right.
On my third action, I think I am gonna raise that shield up. And maybe.
A prudent move.
Yeah.
Vokar is a capable combatant.
Yes, he
Severina
is.
goes. She is going to.
Oh, can I just make like a little extra taunt about Razmir? Like,
Oh, you can say things. It just won't have an effect unless you
Pharasma
spend
will
actions
crush
to-
your false god. I'm gonna
Ooh,
just
yeah, get
like,
it.
try and get his attention away from
Twist
Mikah
that
a little
knife.
bit. Yeah.
Thank you. Also.
He dumb.
You're not sure if he has a sneer, right? I mean, he has a mask.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
the problem with these damn cultists is you can't actually tell if you're getting to them or not. The mask just looks at you.
But it's helping fuel like my hatred right
Can't
now.
hear you. He has
my-
AirPods.
Wow, we are just full of hate.
Yeah, no, it's well. To be fair, this guy's been a thorn
Yeah.
since
Yeah.
what episode 3?
Yeah.
All right, so that is Carina. Severina will go. Sev will go. The first thing Sev does is cast Inspire Courage. The second thing she's going to do is cast Soothe on herself.
Yeah, she can't die because we finally got a little token for her.
Right.
We just got art for her.
So that is 2 actions. It's going to heal her a d10 plus 4. That's going to put her back in a decent spot. All right. She closes up some of her wounds, but she still has a cultist to tangle with. Zell, it is your turn.
All right.
Friend, you should help our bard.
Yeah. Micah and
flute playing.
Karina look like they've got it, so I'll move into here.
We're angry.
Yeah.
I'm
For
glad we look
flanking
like
position,
we
Good job.
Thanks for the
and
vote of
stabbeth
confidence.
him with my rapier.
All right.
Get him.
You rapier stab at
That one misses, and I'm out of hero points.
Oh no.
So I'll try and hit him with my short sword.
Help.
That is a total of, with that plus 1, 16.
16 will hit.
Yay! And I get my sneaky attack right because I'm flanking.
Correct.
Yay! 7 damage.
7 damage.
He explodes.
To
don't
the
think
one that Sev has already been
that
fighting?
No,
Yeah.
it's the one that no
It's-
one has touched yet.
Yeah, it's the one we
All right.
was.
Your rapier slashes out, slicing through robe. Like one of the sleeves fall out, and you see the arm of a woman. She cries out in pain as the rapier cuts through her, and blood is now pouring down her arm.
I say rethink your current course of actions.
I like how this is some weird form of conversion therapy with swords.
I just wanted to leave.
Yeah. Well, fair enough. She cries this out, and by the will of Razmir, you will die! But doesn't appear to have fallen just yet. Do you have any actions left? With
No, I had to move over there.
Okay, that was Zell. Micah!
These guys are a broken
Hello.
record.
So actually, I have a question about shield first. Because it says it lasts till the start of my next turn.
Yes.
Does that mean I can't cast it again for 10 minutes regardless?
No.
Or that's
It-
only
it
if I
all-
use the shield block?
That only is if you use the shield.
Okay,
Otherwise,
cool.
it's fine.
So-
You can recast it every round.
Okay,
At the start of your turn, the key, which is cold
Right.
around your neck, you hear just this weird, sinuous whisper that says, "Use me."
How? Who's saying that? Anyway.
Micah, are you
guys,
okay over there?
You guys don't hear that? No? Okay.
I only hear my own blood going into my ear holes.
It's probably not great to be hearing voices. It's fine, whatever. I'm gonna cast Ray of Enfeeblement on Mr. Vokar.
All right.
Let's see.
Imagine you cast it like this. Like you hold your hand.
Pew! Yeah. I mean, I do like going pew pew, so.
All right. That does require a spell attack roll, correct?
It
is a ray.
Yeah. Ranged spell attack, and then if I succeed, you make a fort save, so.
We don't have too many that require an attack roll
Yeah.
to save, but there are a couple floating
Okay,
around the game.
so. I'm trying to think. Okay, my spell attack roll.
Yeah,
there we
go ahead and roll that d20.
It's 17.
17.
Nope.
Are you happy with that? No?
I'm
All right.
not,
Yeah,
'cause
all
I
right.
feel like I remember him being a 20, so I'm gonna go ahead.
Vokar, you're a 20.
You're 2 10s. He's just like, thanks.
I don't. Am I?
Aww,
Oh man.
that's
We're
not
still
great.
gonna kill
That
you.
is worse. That is 11.
Maybe involves shoving the key into Vokar's head.
Yeah. Well, I have that one action left, so grab the key and
This could only result in good things.
do. Well, no,
Are
I
you
don't want to. I don't want to give it to him. So
You're adjacent to Razmir.
yeah.
Yeah.
When you grab the.
Vokar.
Oh, sorry, Vokar.
Oh God.
Razmir.
Yeah, sorry.
I mean,
it's
you
because
said Razmir
it's because
walked
all of my
among the
notes
people
back
or
here say
whatever.
Razmir all over the place.
Yeah.
So you grab hold of the key, and as you
Power
do
of
so,
grace.
your hand is wreathed in a black light that pulls out from the key and reaches out and touches Vokar. Can you roll 66 for me?
Well,
I sure can.
Do you need any extra sixes
I don't
over
think
there?
this is going to have any consequences for you whatsoever.
Why would it?
Victory.
Yeah, victory consequence. Oh, well, that's 2 ones. So that's 7 and 9.
Key's gonna be like, sorry, use me one more time. I can be better the second
Oh,
time.
wait, sorry. 17.
17. So he made the saving throw,
Come on.
but he does take 8 points of damage. He takes half that,
Okay.
and you regain 8 hit points.
Oh,
Okay.
maybe
Ooh,
I'll
I
use
feel
And
that.
you
good.
have just
Toss that key over here.
siphoned when this hits him, blood begins flowing out of him, and it converts into this black shadow that flows into you through the
can't
key,
really see
and you suddenly find your wounds closing up and knitting themselves back together. The key then immediately goes dormant.
Okay. I'm sure that was normal and fine.
Yeah, would there be any like religion check that I could do to notice what's going on here?
It will take you an action in the middle of the fight like this, but it's
Yeah.
something you can certainly note and
I'm just
try later, assuming that there
Put a
is a
pin
later.
in that.
That down.
All right.
Burner that.
You take out your phone, you're like, remind me to ask about this later.
Hey Siri, remind me to ask about the nightmare key. Okay, the key has grown dormant. That is the end of Micah's turn. Vokar,
And your soul.
crying out in pain, gripping his arm that is bleeding profusely.
Oh, I didn't use the action to put my shield back up. Continue what you were saying.
Yeah.
That tempting key.
Oh, no.
Dice are
He
being rolled.
stopped what he was saying.
We're trying to decide what to do. All right. Okay,
You're
so.
benevolent, right?
Yeah, very. Vokar is going to swing out with his flail at you. Vile Diabolist! In Razmir's name, I shall end you! And that is him inspiring courage, and he is going to attempt to intimidate Mikah. Let's see, that's going to be a 21. What's your will save plus 10? 16. So he's going to intimidate you. You are frightened 1.
Okay.
That is going to lower your AC by 1. And then he swings at you with the flail. That is going to be a 26, which is, I'm wagering, a hit.
Yeah,
That
so
is a crit.
I'll make him feel guilty.
He accepts
shouldn't
your
do that.
guilt. He's going to continue to take the enfeeblement, I'm assuming. No problem there. Mikah, you are going to take 11 points of damage minus 4, so only 7.
You heard that was a crit, right?
Oh, it was a crit.
That was a crit.
Oh,
You said 24?
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so instead of 11, it's 22.
Or wait, you hit me with a 26, but either way, -1, my AC is 14.
Yeah,
Oh, all right, so it's going to be a crit. All right, so that's 22 points of damage minus 4, so that drops it down to still standing?
Barely.
Barely. With Vokar's third and final action, he is going to swing at Carina.
Thank you. Oh.
Oh,
Yeah, give him the villain points.
using those villain points.
That is going to be adjusted down to a 19.
Oh, I have my shield up, so it's a miss.
Yay.
So I forgot about my Inspire Courage. It's a 20. Does it?
20 is my AC right now.
Oh!
Come on.
No, I forgot to add it. It's a +1. It's not going to do that much, though.
Unless
that's-
Inspire Courage gives me a bonus.
No, it does not.
He was inspiring his cultists.
Yeah, I
no,
was inspiring my
Sabrina's.
cultists. Yeah. So let's see. That's only going to be 6 points of damage.
I can
No,
take
sorry,
that.
7.
So, wow, he only did single digits this time.
Whoa.
I didn't roll too well. His flail hits like a truck.
Yeah.
Like, every
Yeah.
time it hits, it leaves horrible wounds.
Great.
That was Vokar's turn. I still have 2 cultists, one of which is adjacent to Nicodemus.
No, to Dell now.
There's
Oh,
one
to
in
Sev.
between me and Sev, and then one behind Sev.
Ah, that's right. Okay. So one's going to attack Zell, armor class 19.
That's just my armor class. Because am I frightened anymore?
No, that's gone now.
Okay, yeah, so he just hit my armor class.
So take 4 points of damage as his club hits you. As actually her club hits you, that's right. And then is going to swing a second time with a miss, and a third time, which is definitely a miss. She swings wildly at you. It looks like the blood loss is starting to get to her. The other cultist is going to swing at Sev, and is going to hit for... Ooh, not too much. Sev is still up, badly hurt. Going to swing a third time and miss. All right. The cultists are swinging wildly. 2 of their companions are down. They all look badly hurt, but they are still standing. They look to Vokar for guidance. He cries out to Razmir, "Bless us and our minions. Let us smite these fools."
Oh.
No.
Nicodemus.
All right. I'm going to drink a potion of my own here.
They just called you
A little nip of the...
They just called you a fool. Are you gonna stand for that?
One
hit point.
Ouch.
These things are garbage. I mean, I must have gotten the concoction slightly wrong. And then I'm going...
Minor technical difficulties here today, everybody. OBS has decided to stop working randomly, so that's fun.
Yay.
But we'll
Vokar
pick
hits
it. We'll pick
so
it right
hard.
back up.
Right.
Yeah, Vokar's hitting so hard it's causing OBS to crash. It's rough.
That's rude.
So.
I've moved up, and
You
that's the
moved
end of
up,
my turn.
and that is the end of Professor Nicodemus's turn. Karina.
Okay. She is going to try to hit Vokar with shoot. Where'd my D20 go? Oh, there it is. All right. She's gonna try and hit Vokar with her axe, and that is going to be. I rolled a 16. Am I still frightened from the earlier one? Like, how
No,
long
that's
did that-
faded away.
Okay,
Yeah, no, you only
so-
have frightened 1, so that's gone now.
Yep, and so with the bonus from Sabrina, that's still
Yep.
up, right? Okay, so it's going to be 9 plus 16, which is going to be
25.
math. 25.
That's gonna hit.
Yay!
I will help with the maths.
So that's 6 plus the Inspire gives me a +1 there too. All right, so that's going to be 11 points of damage.
Oh, boy.
And that's on Vokar?
That's on Vokar.
Yeah. Well, I guess, yeah, you're...
Vokar looks terribly hurt. He's kind of
Good.
staggering about.
Yeah.
He does not look in good shape at all.
I'm going to hit him again. Yeah,
Karina.
let's hit
Get
him
him!
again.
Get him!
So that's a rolled a 15. So that would be 1 less than last time, so 24.
24 minus 5.
Oh, minus 5, right, so 19.
So...
Did you have the +1 for...
Yes, that includes a +1.
Oh, gonna miss. Just barely.
You 2 are just flanking.
Are we flanking?
No. 'cause
Oh,
what-
no.
Oh, that's a good point. Do I use that last action to raise my shield or flank? Micah
like a-
should be getting out of here, so she
Micah
doesn't
is also not
die.
making attack rolls, so
Yeah,
flanking is another
I
very
guess
big
I'll
useful.
raise my shield.
Oh, that's true. Yeah.
All right, you raise your shield. That is Karina's turn. Sev is going to inspire courage, and then she continues to play her flute and then slash out with her rapier. She's going to hit the cultist.
One-handed flute. Yeah,
Stab, stab.
She throws the flute up in the air for a second, steps back, plays it.
And she is going to hit, and that finishes off the one that's attacking her.
All right.
That cultist goes down in a
my help?
burble of blood, her rapier slicing through it. And with her third action, she's just going to move.
She could stab
getting
another
outta here.
cultist if she really wants to.
She wants to try and get closer to the party, or the central part of the party, just in case she needs to do some soothing.
There you go.
Yeah. Not
too
right
close.
up on Micah, so Micah
Yeah,
can have a
great.
chance to back off.
Yep. Top of the order, Zell.
All right, not flanking this guy, so we're gonna twin feint him, so he'll be flat-footed against the second attack.
Gotcha.
So first attack is a 25.
A 25 will hit.
Yay!
Is you flanking this guy?
No.
No.
All right.
I wish.
One
Ugh,
shy.
5 damage.
That actually
My
takes him out.
rapier.
Or
Yeah.
takes her out. Your rapier pierces right through her, and she collapses to the ground.
Fortunately, I said I was doing twin feint, so I can't use my second attack on something else.
Yeah, unfortunately.
But I'll start to move over here to see what's going on.
All right. Micah. The key has grown silent. Vokar stands before you. He looks very badly
He
hurt.
said he's real hurt.
Yep. You still have your focus.
Yeah, I'm gonna drain that.
Okay.
I'm gonna drain my focus, and I'm gonna get magic missile back because I can't miss with that one.
So that's a free action.
Sweet. So I can use all 3 to
if you want.
shoot them up.
Oh, overload.
Yeah, take all these little missiles. All these little tiny boys.
Where's your god now?
Where's your not god now?
He's over there! It's just another guy.
crap.
Hey,
I'm Razmir.
I'm Rodney. That's what he sounds like.
Oh.
Let's see. Okay,
Cannon
so
now.
that is
No.
5 plus
No, it's
so
not.
8.
8. The missiles go darting out. They slam into Vokar.
Bam.
He grips his chest. And falls to the ground.
He dies of a heart attack.
Unrelated causes.
Yeah.
He has sudden coronary. His unhealthy lifestyle of nothing but those prosperity kebabs
Yeah.
did him in.
Too much
Vokar, villain of Throne Step, collapses to the ground.
Yay!
At the moment, you're all able to stop and just kind of stare about the battlefield. There are cultists everywhere. There are people peering from their open windows. You are still in Razmiran.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
The ferry is here, but it looks like these were all of the cultists that were in town, or at least there are none that are showing themselves. The townsfolk are not approaching you at all. The folk on the ferry are all standing on deck watching as this occurred, but you're not sure of their loyalties.
Should we loot the bodies or just grab stuff real quick and run? Because I want that flail.
You can grab that flail.
Should we loot them or should we loot them quickly?
Are we doing a partial loot or is this a full loot? Yeah.
I will kind of reach down to where I have a little bit of coinage still left, and I will be holding it up so that the dock workers can see that and say, "My good friends, of course, we will be just a moment. I need to grab my horse and my wagon, and of course, we will much appreciate ferry across this fine river of yours."
The captain, who approaches up on deck, looks at all of you, looks at the townsfolk. And is like, it's going to cost a bit extra, considering we're going to have to clean up a bit of this mess.
How much?
Yes.
I mean, we can probably clean up if that's not a problem.
If you can wait for us.
The townsfolk are all, not that they're, and townsfolk is probably too much of a term. This is really no more than just a handful of small houses located on this side of the river. Most of them, you see their curtains close or their shutters close. They don't want any part of this. The captain, who is a kind of a swarthy Ulfin man, is looking at all of you, just shaking his head, going, "I don't need this coming back on my doorstep."
I cannot eat this many.
I think Carina is gonna say something like, "See how Razmir does not protect his minions who try to prevent honest citizens from leaving the country. Anyone from Razmir who tries to rule with fear and dishonesty will be smote, and Razmir will not be protecting them."
The captain goes, I worship Caden. I don't really care. You're going to get on the boat or not?
How much does he want?
He normally the ferry crossing is for your whole wagon. It's a silver. It's usually a 2 copper a head. He wants double the fee, which is
fair.
not much.
It's fair.
I don't know how to count.
Zell, my friend, what'd you get? Yes.
Yeah, I'm gonna pat down
the herald
Vokar.
there. Might have a few coins upon him.
So yeah, the whole thing's going to cost you 4 silver. You grab Vokar's coin purse, which he does have on him. He is wearing rather nice chainmail armor underneath his robes. If you want, you can strip that off of him. You can grab their pouches and weapons and stuff like that without too much trouble.
I like it. We're like, just a sec, don't leave.
Just a sec here. We gotta strip this corpse of armor.
Yeah. They're like, we get it.
Carina's doing some calculations on whether chainmail's better than a
Besides
breastplate.
the flail, Zell's just looking for little things, so he'll pocket the coin pouches.
No, it's not.
Yeah, there's a handful of trinkets and pouches, and you grab a ring, and there's a number of things on the bodies that you can grab. I'll give you a complete list of it next time since we're running out of time here.
Yeah.
So you loot the Razmir cultists, including the body of Vokar. You grab his signature flail.
Yes.
Yeah.
His impressive weapon. It feels. Who grabs it?
I grab it.
Yeah. It feels hefty and weighty in your hand. It is quite the impressive weapon. And you begin making your way onto the barge. Within moments, the dock workers load you all up. The captain goes around town handing out a few copper to all of the folk and leaving behind a cask of ale, while some of the other workers drag the cultists down to the river and just throw them in. So the problem has been solved. He promises some fair treatment to them. You see him doing some stuff and ferries you all onto the boat. The captain kind of looks at all of you and is like, "Name's Harlan. Welcome aboard."
Thank you, Captain. Thank you.
Quite a mess you stirred up back there.
It wasn't our fault.
Yeah.
It was already stirring when we got here.
Damn
just-
cultists. It's not the first time I've seen a fight at the ferry. It's not the first time those folk at that town have either.
I can
They've
imagine.
been following us, so we.
Zell just collapses in the corner.
Right.
Oh yeah, I'm still real hurt.
Yes, of course. As Captain, we'll be tending to our wounds in just a moment. But again, I want to thank you for your discretion in this matter. And if you
These
need anything,
days, we all have to look out for each other.
indeed.
Bad times. As the barge begins slowly flowing out into the West Selen, the folk are pulling it across. The river here is about a good half-mile wide. It's the West Selen is quite a tributary, and it's going to take a little bit to kind of pull it across. But they're working diligently, and the captain's just kind of overseeing them and talking to all of you. It's just like, yeah, grim tidings.
Indeed.
Mm-hmm.
Let's.
I'm gonna go over and take a look at Zell and at the very least give you 6 hit points back. Actually, who's more hurt here? You are? I'll
By
give you
one.
Oh, is it? Oh, I
I'm
thought
at
you were.
3.
Oh, I thought it said 13.
I
I'm at
think
2.
Karina's gonna heal you
Yeah,
first.
Okay.
So as you're standing there, you look. She comes over to heal you, and you look down at the key, which has always been this kind of a bone white, but kind of rusty, dingy-looking thing. And you look down at it now, and some of the the dinginess has faded away. It looks brighter.
Oh, I'm just gonna tuck that down and try not to think about it.
Feed me.
Yeah.
The captain.
Give me your blood.
The captain kind of is looking all over all of you, and he says, "Well, we'll be putting in time in here soon enough. We've got to be making our way right back out. There's plenty of folk. There's some folk trying to get out of town, and it's busy days right now with all the goings on. There are talk of people leaving the area.
Leaving
It's grim
time?
news. Leaving everywhere.
Living everywhere.
Heading south. Everyone is panicking."
Oh my. What is the news?
He looks at all of you. You haven't heard.
We've been in Razmir, which is kind of a
Not much of the
Black
outside
hole
world.
of-
Captain
News.
looks to all of you.
We've been trying to escape.
Yeah.
Last wall has fallen.
What?
The Whispering Tyrant has escaped.
What?
And that is where I'm ending today's session. I want to thank you all for joining us for this session of the Oblivion Oath. I want to encourage you to tune in Tuesday to the Geek and Sundry stream of the finale of the Knights of Everflame, and then tune in back here on Thursday of next week for another exciting episode of Oblivion Oath. Lots of fun goings on. So thank you for watching, everybody, and we will see you next time. Bye-bye.